The American actress and UN Special Envoy Angelina Jolie has gone public with the news that she had a preventative double mastectomy. Jolie says that she decided to have her breasts removed after genetic testing put her risk of developing breast cancer at 87%. Her mother died of cancer at age 56. Jolie disclosed the information in a New York Times column, and she said that she hopes other women realize that they have options. Jolie says that she has what she calls a faulty gene, and today it is scientifically possible for doctors to pick it up in a blood test. For more on this, let's bring in our senior medical correspondent, Elizabeth Cohen. She joins us live from CNN Center. Elizabeth, tell us more about the test that Angelina Jolie took and the results.
Right. This is a test, Christy, that women get when they have breast cancer in their family. They've noticed, or ovarian cancer. In this case, mom had ovarian cancer. Other times it's breast cancer, a mother, sister, grandmother, sometimes aunts. And they say, wow, is this chance or is there a faulty gene in my family? So she went ahead and got the test. It's called a BRCA test, a test for the breast cancer gene. And there are several of these genes, and you can get one test that catches many of them. Let's read from a small section of her New York Times piece that talks about what happened. So she says, I carry a faulty gene, BRCA1, which sharply increases my risk of developing breast cancer and ovarian cancer. My doctors estimated that I had an 87% risk of breast cancer and a 50% risk of ovarian cancer, although the risk is different in the case of each woman. Those numbers are really stunning, Christy. An 87% chance of getting breast cancer sometime in her lifetime. So in this case, women can do one of several things. They can say, you know what, I want to have a lot of MRIs and mammograms and really be vigilant about looking for cancer, or they can take drugs that can prevent breast cancer, or do a combination of those two things, or they can decide to get their breasts removed and reconstructed. In this case, that's what Angelina Jolie chose. Christy?
You know, I'm struck by how precise that risk percentage is. And how do women go about getting screened for cancer this way, and just how accessible is it?
You know, in the United States, it's quite accessible. It is, like many things in the United States in healthcare, expensive. So what you do in this country is that the best thing is to seek out a genetic counselor, because a genetic counselor is well steeped in this. They really know what they're talking about, and they can help you work through what the test means and what it doesn't mean, and how you're going to make choices about what to do. In the United States, again, it's expensive. Insurance sometimes covers it, and sometimes it doesn't. But this is not a test, I want to note, for just anyone. Just because a woman is curious, do I have the gene or not? Not a good idea to get this test. You want to get this test if you have a reason to be worried, and that would be if you have breast cancer in your family. Now, another thing that women do if they test positive is that they will often have their ovaries removed. As a matter of fact, many genetic counselors recommend that if you carry the gene. They say as soon as you're done having your children, certainly by your 40th birthday, get your ovaries removed.
And tell us more about the double mastectomy procedure. Is it a surefire way to erase the risk of breast cancer?
You know, it's not 100% because there may still be some tissue left, but, you know, Angelina Jolie said that it got it down to less than 5%. So let's actually read another section of her article, because she really puts it beautifully. She said, I wanted to write this to tell other women that the decision to have a mastectomy was not easy, but it is one I am very happy that I made. My chances of developing breast cancer have dropped from 87% to under 5%. So you can see with those numbers why she did it. And in fact, there are studies that show that doctors, if they're asked if you had a breast cancer gene, a faulty one, what would you do? Many of them, most of them, would choose to do what she did.
Wow. But are there other options out there?
There are other options out there. You can decide, you know, some women really don't want the surgery. They don't want to lose their breasts. And they say, look, I get it that I have a pretty high chance of getting breast cancer, but maybe I'll get breast cancer when I'm 90, and then it won't really matter all that much. So instead, I'm just going to have a lot of mammograms and a lot of MRIs, you know, very often, more often than other women. I'm going to start at a younger age than other women start, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be vigilant. Some women do that and also take some drugs that can help prevent breast cancer. But I will say that the option that she's chosen is the, you know, nothing's 100% sure, but it's the most surefire way of preventing breast cancer.
Well, respect to Angelina Jolie for sharing her experience with women the world over, and big thank you to you, Elizabeth Cohen, reporting live from CNN Center.